how many times have we got to say something before at least one person listens? Actually, you will be surprised. It takes quite a few times for somebody to hear something and it really connect with them. So if you are in a position right now that you feel like you're doing all of the work, you're doing everything you need to do, you're sharing your message, you're being yourself, everything that you know you need to do to make an impact, but you feel like no one is listening, no one is paying attention, then this video is for you, because I am going to show you all of the things that you can do and think about that will really help you stay on track and not give up. Make sure you stick around to the end, because I've got a really good bonus tip that will help put everything together and give you a little change of perspective going forward. The first thing I want you to do is a little grounding exercise, and the reason we do this is because I know that we can get so bogged down with content, with looking at what other people are doing, looking at what we think we should be doing rather than what we want to be doing, and we end up losing our way. And I say that because I've been there too, which is why I'm creating this video to help you. So when we do get to this point, we can really lose our way and forget why we started, forget what's truly important to us. So what I want you to do here is ask yourself a few questions. Take yourself back to before you started what you're doing right now. What did you really want to do? How did you want to do it? Why is it important to you? Really take yourself back to that time, because you need to remind yourself really what is important to you. That is going to be your motivation for getting you through the times that you're going through right now. That is going to be your reason for pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. That is going to be your reason for sticking with this. That is going to be your reason for staying authentic to yourself. That is going to be your reason for not changing what you want to do because you feel like you have to do it. That is going to be your reason that you don't change everything you do because your analytics tell you it's not performing well, because you're not getting as many comments on your post as you want. Doing this work and what comes out of this, that will become your purpose. That will become your passion. That will become your everything that you can then use every single time you feel like it's just not going well, every single time you doubt yourself, every single time you overthink things. This is really going to be your motivation from this point going forward. The next thing that we look at is, what are you doing or using that has given you this feeling that no one is listening to you? For example, you might be on YouTube and you might be monitoring your subscriber count, your views, your comments, or you could be on Instagram and looking at things like your followers and your engagement and interaction. Insights are a really great way of seeing how things are performing. But what we really need to do is make sure that those intentions and goals and ideas of how things are going to go for you, make sure that they are unique to you. I always say, never compare yourself to anybody else, because you could have 5 people that do exactly what you're doing right now, but the way that you share your story, what your story is, the way that you express yourself, so many other different things that we can go into another time. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like me to create for you. It's really important to know that no one can do what you can do the way that you do it. What is it about those things that you are seeing which has given you that feeling that no one is listening to you? When you started doing what you're doing now, what goals or ideas did you have at that point? What were they based on? Because you might be in a position right now where you're feeling like no one is listening to you. And you know that because that's what your analytics are telling you. But before you started, you set yourself this goal that you want to reach 1,000 people. And you want to reach 1,000 people because that's what you've seen other people doing. But in fact, you're not doing it the same way that other people are doing it. And it's really important to do this going forward. So if you were to start over again, knowing what you know now, knowing what your data is telling you, knowing how you are feeling, what goals or intentions or expectations would you set? Would they be different to the ones that you have got now? So let's have a little check-in at this point. I'm going to check in with my notes because I want to make sure I've covered everything. So far you have done the grounding exercise where we looked at your purpose, your passion, taking you back to the beginning, really bringing that to the surface again and reminding yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, why you started it in the first place. Then we went on to what is giving you this feeling that no one is listening to you. What are you basing it on? Are you basing it on something that is accurate and unique to you? Or are you basing it on what other people are doing? And from that, you can then decide, are they goals that should have been set for you in the first place? And if not, what you can change going forward. And that's where we get to this point. If you're not sure what your goals should be going forward, I really want you to come away from the feeling that your goals have to be figures, they have to be stats, they have to be engagement, they have to be followers or subscribers. It doesn't have to be that way. One of the best ways that you can monitor how well your message is being received, how well your entire business, if you have one, is being received and performing, is through the impact that you are making. I truly believe this to my absolute core, that no amount of followers or subscribers or views or comments will really make me feel as fulfilled as it does when I know I have made a positive impact on someone's life. I would prefer to help one person than to have 1 million followers and help no one. It's really important to remember that the numbers that you are seeing, for example, your follower count or your subscriber count, they aren't just figures. They aren't just numbers, they are people. They are people that have said, I resonate with you, I connect with you, I love what you talk about, I love the energy that you bring. They follow you and subscribe to you because they are saying, look, I am here and I love what you do. Focus on them. Focus on how you can help them. Focus on how you can do more to resonate with them, to build a community, to build relationships with them. The reason why you want to do what you're doing is because you know you can help inspire other people. And the way that you can do that is giving them something to connect with, is giving them something to resonate with. Again, I'm not saying you should forget your data, you should forget your insights or analytics. Monitor them. You can do that without it dictating you. Have your main focus, your main goal, your main intention of making a positive impact, creating beautiful personal relationships. Because when you do that, people will be able to sense it and you will really notice such a difference. Going from where you are now, where you are feeling like no one is listening, if you do this work and do it in a way that is true and authentic to you, with the focus of impact as your main priority, people will start listening. So if this is something that you really want to do, type in the comments below in massive capital letters, I am going to make an impact. Capital letters, shout it out, affirm it. I am going to make an impact. I have really left the best to last. You might not believe it when you hear it, but this is going to change everything for you. 2 words that I want you to completely remove from your vocabulary are I should. When you have sentences that start I should, I really want you to stop in your tracks right in that moment, stop and reflect. Remind yourself of what you did in the grounding exercise. Remind yourself of that purpose. Remind yourself of that dream. Because whenever you start things with the words I should, that is not in true alignment. And when you're not in alignment, that comes over in your energy and people are attracted to your energy. When you know you're doing something because you feel like you have to do it, people can sense it. When you are doing something because you're excited about it, because you're passionate about it, people will be able to sense that. What energy do you want to give over? So there we are. Those are my biggest tips and advice that I want to give you to really help you stay on the right track. I know how hard it can be to feel motivated, to feel inspired, to have confidence in yourself and your ability to do what you want to do when you feel like no one is listening. If you feel like nobody is listening right now, it doesn't mean they never will. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video today and I really hope that it's given you a lot to think about, a lot to come away with. If you did enjoy it, I highly recommend watching these 2 videos because they are really going to help you work on your confidence and see the bigger picture even more than hopefully this video has helped you with today. So for now, I will love you and leave you and say thank you so much for being here and watching this video today. If you haven't liked this video already, please click on that like button because that really helps me see that you are enjoying this content and I will create more of it. If you know anyone who you think this video would help and benefit, please feel free to share this with them. Have an amazing day and I will see you in the next video.